Hey, what's up? This is Jared with State of Tech, and today we're going to do a comparison between the camera on Google Glass and a GoPro camera. We're going to look not at just the quality, but actually the functionality and just how easy they are to use in comparison to each other. So let's go out and take a look.
Hey. Hello.
Hey.
What's up? All right, so from what you can see in the footage, you could probably tell that the GoPro does produce better quality footage. Obviously, the GoPro, that's its main job, is to produce good quality footage. However, GoPro is a little less easy to use as you have to use your hands to activate it. You have to take some time to set up GoPro, whereas with Google Glass, you are pretty much ready to go at all times. So it just really depends on the quality of the footage that you're going for. With the GoPro, of course, it has its own controls, and GoPro has its own app. And with that app, you can control it and see a preview of what you're going to be shooting video of. You can, take pictures, start video, all from the app, which is kind of nice, but you can also do that from your phone. A phone camera may not be quite as good as a GoPro, and you might not want to strap your cell phone to something where it could potentially get damaged like you could a GoPro. But when you're thinking about producing footage from a perspective, which is what you would be using Google Glass for, you would be, mounting the GoPro on you somehow, whether it's on a helmet or using a ridiculous head mount contraption like this. People say, Google Glass is intrusive and people feel weird around Google Glass, but what if you had this thing on your head and you are walking around with a red light flashing on the front of it? That's obviously even more intrusive. So it really just depends on the application. I think that, extreme sports and stuff like that, a little camera like this is built for that kind of abuse. You might not, want to wear Google Glass while you're racing a dirt bike or something like that. However, you probably could, but, then you've got a helmet that would hit on the back of Google Glass, and the helmet wouldn't fit too well. Whereas a GoPro you can mount to the outside of the helmet because with the cage that comes with it, it's built more durable and it could take that kind of abuse. So as far as just, life blogging and sharing photos and video of everyday life, Google Glass definitely is a lot easier to use and probably a better way of capturing that kind of content. Whereas if you wanted to take that footage that you're shooting and edit it together and do other things with that footage, GoPro is definitely a little bit easier. Also, when getting footage off of these devices with Google Glass, you have to wait for that footage to transfer to your phone and then save the footage. And the footage isn't as high quality as footage out of a GoPro. Currently, Google Glass only shoots video at 720p. Whereas a GoPro, especially this version, the 3 Plus Black Edition, could shoot up to 4K video, which is not too usable for most of us, but it does shoot really well at 1080p, which is important for devices these days, considering that most of us have HD TVs. So when it comes to thinking about what device you're going to use for what situation, everyday life where you want your hands free, you want the ability just to take a photo or video at any time, Google Glass hands down wins that. Much easier to capture everyday stuff. However, when you have the time to set it up and a way to mount it or a way to attach the device, the GoPro is definitely way better as far as video quality, image quality, the options that are available. GoPro has that. But like I was explaining before, it's a very intrusive device for when you're just out and about in everyday life. So even though it is relatively small. So it's up to you when it all comes down to it. Do you go with a $300 camera, or do you go with a $1,500 Google Glass? As time goes by, prices are going to go down on both of these pieces of equipment, and so it will probably become a better comparison in the future. But right now, I like Google Glass for interacting with my kids and everyday life because it's there and ready to go at all times. I'm not going to wear this on my head all day waiting for opportunities to take pictures and video and then still have to push a button. That's where Google Glass has GoPro, is in that functionality, that ability to just capture on the go whenever you want. So I thought it would be interesting just to kind of show a comparison of the two, just so that people can see, because I've been getting that question, what's the GoPro like compared to Google Glass? Is it comparable? And what are, the use cases? So now that you've seen that, let me know what you think in the comments below this video. I would definitely like to maybe start some discussions on there on how Google Glass could be used, how GoPro could be used, and like how you might even be able to use them together in the same type of situation. So thanks for checking out this video, and we'll see you next time.